I know folks are still walking in, but we're going to get started because we have a lot to get to and a full schedule. Give people a second. I'm waiting for this line to stop, but it's not stopping. All right. My name is Enrico Nardone. I am the director of the Seatuck Environmental Association. Thank you. Yeah, it's my great honor to introduce you to welcome you to the 2026 Long Island Natural History Conference. I'm playing this role for the first time. It's been done every past conference by Tim Green, one of the co-founders of this event. Tim is now retired after an esteemed career at Brookhaven National Lab and has moved down south to Virginia, I think. But two of our other co-founders are here, Mike Bettini and John Turner. You'll hear from John at the end of the day on his horseshoe crab talk, and you'll hear from Mike all day because he's going to be our MC. I want to thank a few other people before we get started, starting with the chair of our planning committee, Taylor Larson. I don't know if Taylor's in the room, but she's done an amazing job with this event on all fronts. And I told her that the biggest compliment I can give her is to say that I did nothing to plan this event, and more importantly, I didn't worry about it for a minute the past few months. I have so much confidence in her. She's really been amazing. She didn't do it alone, of course. She was supported by the committee, which included Peter Walsh, our education director, Austin Funk, another one of our educators, and then two longtime participants in this event, Russell Burke, who is here, Russell from Hofstra University, and Melissa Perot. I don't know if she's in the room, but these two have been involved almost from the get-go of this conference, and so thanks to them for their good work on this. Melissa from the very first year. I also just, generally the Seatuck team, all here working today and volunteering, and the many students from Stony Brook University who helped with the setup, they've also been great, so thanks to them. I want a quick thank to Seatuck's conservation partners. Your admissions to be here is helping fund the space and the food and things like that. A lot of our participation here is underwritten by the conservation partners, so thanks to them for making that possible. This event took a hit during our hiatus during COVID, and then we lost our space at Brookhaven National Lab. We've been bouncing around a little bit. Man, almost 400 registrants for this event today. I feel like we've hit our stride again at this event. As Mike likes to call it, this is sort of the family reunion for the Long Island conservation community. I hope you guys feel that way. It's always exciting for me to be here. I'm thrilled to see so many of you. So I want to thank all of you for being here and for what you do, and whether it's your job as a volunteer in your yards to support Long Island's natural world and all the things we're learning about and celebrating here today. And so with that, I'm going to close with asking you to do one more thing. And that's regarding the Nissaquag River. You may have heard the dam failed in Blydenburg County Park in 2024. Suffolk County has proposed to rebuild a new dam at the site and re-impound this 120 acres. Seatuck and a coalition of 20 other organizations have been trying to convince the county to reconsider this plan. Many of those organizations are here today. It's been a great coalition. And this site, as you see here, now has 2 miles of free-flowing cold water riverine habitat and 120 acres of riparian habitat filled with emerging freshwater wetlands. You'll hear from Steve Young later, who's the esteemed botanist, did a survey over the past year, found 120 species emerging out of the seed bank here, 75% of which were native species, just waiting for the opportunity to grow. It is a robust restoration. Those plants are attracting pollinators, as you see here. attracting lots of birds, taking advantage of this diversity of habitat. The birders have been documenting this restoration on eBird. Since the dam failed, there are 12 new species that have never been documented in the park. And if you know how eBird works with high counts, so the highest number of birds at any one time, we've had 46 high counts on this site since the dam failed. This is a robust ecological restoration. Rewild is one of our partners in the coalition. This is a 120-acre rewilding project. It's going to continue to grow and flourish. It's going to change year after year. It's going to eventually, we expect, grow into a beautiful riparian forest, thick with Atlantic white cedars that used to be there. We think there's a lot of good reasons to let this river flow naturally, and we're trying to convince the county. They have not made a final decision yet. It's before the council or the EPA committee on Monday, and then before the full legislature the Tuesday after on March 10th. If you haven't visited this website, I urge you to do that. From this site, you can easily find your county legislator and in a very simple way to send a message to your legislator and or the county executive and express your views. There's a pre-formatted message you can just hit send, or if you really, the county executive and others have said that the emails that they're getting from people supporting this river are from bots, and they're not real people. It's not true. We have hundreds and hundreds of people writing emails. If you want to do this directly, just here's his email, just write the county executive directly and tell him that you agree that this should be left. Let's save the $10 million that it would cost to rebuild it and let this river flow. If you want to find your county legislator, you can find it at the county website here. Okay, so with that, I'm going to introduce Mike Bettini, who's going to introduce our first speaker, and we'll get things started. Mike, as I said, a founding member of putting this conference together, the driving force behind this conference, proud to call him a colleague and a friend. Everybody, Mike Bettini.
Okay. Thank you. That's great. Thanks, Enrico. Speaking of county legislators, I've heard that Ann Welker is in the audience here. She's been a real very supportive of conservation initiatives in the county. So welcome, Ann.